There we go, some Merrell Boots. Littlest Pet Shop. I love it when I find these. I'm not going to lie, when I first saw this, I thought it was Wedgwood. This is Wedgwood style, but it's just generic. I think Avon made those, but Wedgwood, that style, especially in the colors like the greens and the pinks and the multiple colors are really good. I learned that from Tim over the years, so look out for those. Bookends can be decent. These were pretty interesting, but I'm the one this time that actually found the damage. It seems like when something's too good to be true, it usually is, so we're going to pass on that. Olympic stuff in general, I stay away from. This is 1984 Los Angeles Olympics, the Eagle. Not going to be worth much, especially when you're paying $6.99. There's just no real meat on the bone, unfortunately. That's a pretty cool sign. $15 too much. A neat bank. Once again, lots of damage. Doesn't have the plugs. I'm going to go ahead and pass. The kitchen area is an underrated, I think, part of the thrift store, at least to me, because I don't look here that thoroughly or that often. Back in the day, I used to buy a lot of stuff at auction, like this as seen on TV stuff, this kind of stuff right here, the easy egg, whatever that thing is. There's a lot of different ways to make eggs, and they sell them, and they're always like as seen on TV. Here's another one coming up, Egg-tastic. I don't know what it is. I don't really deal with those that much anymore. You can look at pots and pans, too. There's some good money in several different brands of those. Mugs, I didn't find anything today, but there can be money in those too. The Ray Dunn trend is definitely dead or dying. I still look at these every time I see them. This one is fake. This is just a generic one that looks like Ray Dunn. It's not actually Ray Dunn. At $2, I might still pick those up. At $1, I probably would. Just let them sit. They'll eventually sell, probably. But yeah, Ray Dunn used to be a lot hotter a couple years ago, and that's how it is when you go thrifting. Things are constantly changing. This had a bunch of action figures in it. Saw that nice Batman, but just not enough meat on the bone. There wasn't enough extra figures beyond that Batman to be worth my time. This had some high quality plastic figures. I'll say it over and over again, plastic figures sell really well. That's like I think they call it AAA brand bear right there. There's a nice, what is that, a Brontosaurus with the long neck? That's going to be worth my time. One of those figures should sell and pay for the whole bag. I like to see Merrell. I've had luck with him in the past. These are in really nice condition. The tread's all there, $13.99. Not much or any staining on them. I'm going to pick these up. These should go, I couldn't find the exact model, but these should go somewhere between like $25 or $30 plus shipping. Always be curious when you're at the thrift store. Look stuff up. I've heard of Sperry before. I checked these out, and they're not worth much money. But now I know. Also, the tread's pretty terrible on these. Always check the tread. These are a definite blast from the past. These are the Answer shoes, Allen Iverson shoes. I used to love this style of shoe when I was in high school or right after high school. These were cheap, too. They were only asking like $7.99 on these. I wanted to get them, try to clean them up. But the problem is, like on the material, there was some small areas of rippage or tears. So I ultimately decided to pass on these. Should I have got these? Tried to clean them up. They probably are worth like maybe 50, 60 in decent shape. But ultimately, I just decided to pass it. People were telling me about this the other day. I passed these up, the Olakai slides right here. But they're asking $17.99. And these don't go for very much, especially in the condition they're in. I would lose money or not make much of any money if I got these. When you're in the activewear section or the sports section and you see numbers on the side, it's almost certainly a jersey. It's worth checking. Anquan Bolden, he hasn't been on the Cardinals for a while. Price is right. Unfortunately, condition isn't. This just had a bit of wear on it, but I think it was $8.99 or $9.99. It might have been a buy if it was in a little bit nicer condition, but ultimately I decided to pass because of the damage. I went through a second time in the kitchen section and I found this wooden statue. I like wooden statues, and the price isn't that bad. There's just some damage on it. It's one of those days where the prices aren't right or there's damage on the items, but I do end up finding a couple decent things, so stay tuned. Dawn found this WWE John Cena, Roman Reigns, and Daniel Bryan throw. Various different kinds of throws like this were going, between like $25 and $40 plus shipping. They're asking $5.49. We're going to take a chance on it. It's easy to store, believe it or not, fairly easy to ship in just a poly mailer. So we're going to do this. It's something that a lot of people don't pick, and we like looking at, blankets, sheets, throws. That stuff can sell. Here's another throw we were looking at. We were thinking it was like a stadium giveaway. It's for the San Francisco Giants. I don't know what it is about Vegas, but we find obviously a lot of Oakland A stuff because we have the AAA affiliate. And Giants, Dodgers, and Angels. So anybody from California, we find a lot. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything on this particular one, and it was so plain that we decided to pass. It just wasn't that special. This is cool. I'm trying new things, guys. Tommy Bahama's $11.99 half zip or quarter zip, whatever they call it, fleece. I saw a new one sell for $39.99 and used like at $25. They took an offer. I think we can get about $25 for this plus shipping. I'm going to try this out. It's the perfect time of year to be buying it. I'm ready to find some deals at this one, Dawn. What do you think?
Oh, yes.
How many deals? 7?
At least one.
At least one. I'll take one. I'll take 7. Or somewhere in between. But not one more than 7. 7's the limit. You all know I like looking at stadium giveaway items. If you don't know what those are, they're items that are given away one night only. This was August 23rd. It's a rally monkey for the Angels. Unfortunately, that one, not worth that much money, but always look them up. Some are worth decent money. And the key to those, like anything, is to buy them at the right price. More video game stuff. Hopefully everything's in here. But before I even check, I looked them up on eBay, and there was no value in them. So I didn't even bother to check to see if they had the discs. Do you guys remember these, the Feisty Pets? These things are cool. You just squeeze on them. I'm messing that up right there. You got to go on the top there, and then they get angry. This is definitely an item you want to be on the lookout for. These are Littlest Pet Shops, especially when you can find them new in the box, $4.49. This isn't a super high-end one, but I should get about $15 to $25 on it plus shipping. Look out for them. Some of them, even loose, can go for big, big money. This is a $5.49 toy bag, and I mostly got it for that blue guy right there. That is a Marvel Universe 3.75-inch action figure. Those are kind of like the Marvel Legend figures you'll find at Walmart that are like 20-ish a piece, but they're smaller. And some of the ones from like 7, 8, 9 years ago can go for good money, so we'll see how well that one does. This one has another Marvel Universe figure in it. It's a Submariner. You can see him right there, and some other figures. So the Submariner should pay for the bag by itself, maybe even give me a little profit. And the rest I can sell individually or sell in a lot. Love finding jerseys. You know I love jerseys. Chris Paul, $35. He's not on the team anymore. I mean, that's a $5, $10 jersey for me all day that I could flip maybe for $20, $25. So they're asking more than I think you can get on eBay for it. One of my guilty pleasures when I go to thrift stores are Bobble Heads. Some are worth big money. A lot of them are so-so. If you pay the right price, not $10 like this, you can typically sell them well. I like to pay like $2 or $3 for a bobblehead. This one's not going to be worth it. It's worth about what they're asking on the low end. Might get a few more dollars, but it's not worth picking up to flip. Here's another bobblehead in great condition, no box, Sergio Romo rather. It's just not going to be worth much money. It's probably about what they're asking. So yet again, I have to pass even more bobbleheads. It's one of those days where there's a ton of bobbleheads and none of them are quite worth getting. That one I might have been able to make a few dollars on, but ultimately had to pass because there wasn't enough possibility of a profit. In another time, I might buy those for myself. I do like the hockey ones, but I just decided to pass. Dawn, there was 2 of these ones right here. One of them had the price at $9.99. And the other one had a price at $1.99. Don looked them up and said they're worth some pretty good money. So we're going to get the one at $1.99 for sure. We're going to see what else she got. This mug right here is a stadium giveaway, I believe, by AAA. Buster Posey, Buster Hugs, I guess, mug is what it's called. $2.99. They're all over the place. We should get about 10 or 12, maybe 15 plus shipping. I can't pass that up. I'm a sucker for sports stuff. This bag looked cool. I looked up the marker, the other stuff, or sorry, the calculator. It just wasn't worth it, so we had to put it back. This tumbler faked me out. It's in the studded Starbucks design, but it's made by Zach. They make a lot of stuff that's at Target. So that might have been worth a few bucks, but I wanted it if it was an exclusive Starbucks one. This one also kind of looked like Starbucks, but it's Mary something. I couldn't even read that, but it's not Starbucks ultimately. But look out for tumblers. Starbucks tumblers can be really good. They put out new variations every season. So if you get a 2018 summer one of the rare ones, it could be worth some good money. Couldn't pass up this at the price. New with the tag, $1.99. Angels cap with the hair. It'll probably sell before next season. I'll probably have to hold on to it till at least Christmas or till next season. But this should get us about 10 to 15 plus shipping. Not the best day at the thrift store. We're going back to the bins tomorrow. We've had really good luck at the bins. We get more stuff, cheaper prices. It's a good way to pass the time in between yard sale Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays and the flea market. So we're going to go to the bins again tomorrow. Wish us luck.